I'll just put the recording up because I actually have a backup recording just in case. So the bottom line point is that I think that when you have this opportunity to detox, it's gonna actually make you better in the end. And actually, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me. You ever see somebody that goes to prison and they're like a knucklehead, and then when they come back from prison, they're all settled and intelligent and thoughtful and analytical and deep and focused, and they're just a better person because they sat there in a cell and like had to reflect on their life at that moment. You see, so think about this, right? You speak on 5G. I don't really want to speak on 5G because I don't know enough about it, man. I'm going to go research, but I don't. I've heard the conspiracies about 5G, but I'm not a 5G expert, so I don't know. But seriously, yeah, they'd be all healthy. There you go. Yeah. I mean, very few people are more physically healthy than a person who spent 20 years locked up. No disrespect. I mean, I hope that statement did not sound bad or weird, but there's something about the fact that they were quarantined from all the things that could kill them and lead them to an early grave, like the liquor or the drugs and things like that. And now, of course, there's the psychological damage and terrible things happen in prison. We know this, right? That's why I just hate prison. It really bothers me as a source of punishment for anybody. But still, there's a benefit to being quarantined. Just like when you were 5 and they put you in the corner so you could reflect on what you did and why you don't want to do it again, it makes you a better, more reflective, smarter person. A person who does not reflect does not connect with their life. If you don't reflect, you won't connect. You won't connect to the things that matter to you. You won't connect to the choices that you need to make. You won't connect to, how to set your goals and achieve your goals. You're not going to connect to anything if you don't have time to reflect. So after this is over and you get back to the rat race, and some of y'all might go back to work and you'll be working 40, 50 hours a week and doing your thing again. And I hope that works out for you. I want to encourage you to still always take that time to sit back, kick it, and chill, and just reflect. Just sit back and just stop for a moment, take a day or whatever, and just think about your life. I do it all the time, and you'll be amazed at how much insight you get when you reflect on your life, your past, your future, the lives of other people that are around you. You can learn lessons from that. I used to study old people and what old people would say about their past. That would help me understand how to live my life right now. So I would ask myself, I wonder what you regret. I wonder what people are thinking when they hit their deathbed and they're looking back and thinking about all the things they woulda, coulda, shoulda did, right? How do they feel? What parts do they regret and not regret? You learn so much from that type of stuff, man. I'm telling you, and I think that technique of sort of thinking about life really actually came from something they call dynamic optimization in mathematics. Dynamic optimization basically says you solve a problem. You best solve a problem by starting at the end and working backward, right? So your life is like that. Your life is a problem. You're solving that problem. You're looking at yourself as an 80-year-old, and then you work your way backward, and then that way you can kind of see, okay, how do I handle this situation that's in front of me right now? A lot of people don't do that. They live their lives in the moment, or they can only look forward, or they whatever, or that situation they're in kind of consumes their thinking, and then they make bad decisions, and they don't know why they end up in situations they don't want to be in. Like one example is, when I was 18, I remember when I went to college, and you would talk to 18-year-olds, and a lot of 18-year-olds will tell you that, you say, what are you going to do, with the rest of your life? They're going to like, oh, I want to be a millionaire. I want to be a doctor. I want to be whatever, right? But then you go up to, and you talk to a bunch of 35, 40-year-olds. There's a lot of 35, 40-year-olds who don't like their lives. They hate the person they're married to. They don't like their job. They don't like the amount of money they're making. They're not happy in certain situations. So I remember asking myself, I said, how do you get to be 35, 40 years old and hate your life? Did you plan, like when you were 18, did you say to yourself, oh, when I'm 35 or 40, I want to be married to a complete asshole, and I want to hate my job, and I want to be depressed because my life sucks? Like, do 18-year-olds say that? No, they don't. So something happened where they did not make the connection between where you would end up at 35 or 40 and the choices you make when you're 18, 20, 25, and 30. Right. So I picked that up. I peeped that shit out when I was 20 years old. And I said, okay, I'm going to make sure I deliberately think through every step of my life so that when I'm 40, I'm not going to be in a place that I did not plan to be. Because a lot of times the reason that you do that, I believe that the reason people end up in places they don't expect is because they spend their lives playing checkers, not chess. Checkers is a game where you're more inclined to look at the next move, the next step. Chess requires you to look at all the steps and how they connect to each other, really to the point where sometimes you might make a move now that looks like a bad move or a backward move because you're going to make 4 or 5 steps forward later on down the line because you've connected the next 8 or 9 steps, right? So in your life, you want to play chess, not checkers. And that I'm telling you is one of the keys to success. And so what do I mean by success? To me, success can be generally defined, in my opinion, as happiness. If you're content and happy with the life that you have, if you feel like, you know what, I made these choices, I put myself in these situations, I'm glad I did it, everything kind of worked out generally the way I kind of wanted it to, then you win. You win. But if you end up in all these crazy situations where you're like, damn, I have no idea how I ended up having a baby with that person, and I don't know how I got into this career, and I don't know how I ended up in this house, and then that means you need to reflect. You need to say, okay, what was step A, step B, step C that led me to end up with step Z? And what was I thinking when I took each of those steps? Oh, I get it. The reason that my baby mama is a piece of shit is because I tend to fall for a big butt and a smile. And I saw her, she had a big booty and a beautiful smile. So I wanted to go hit it. Now, when I went to go hit it, I wasn't thinking that this was going to be the mother of my child. I was thinking, I'm about to go get some vagina tonight, right? So next thing you know, she's pregnant. And then blah, blah, blah. So then I was thinking, well, shoot, maybe I should go ahead and marry her because I want to do the right thing, right? And next thing you know, I'm in divorce, right? You follow what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? Give me a yes or no if you get what I'm saying. I'm trying to go. I'm honestly going into Uncle Boyce mode a little bit here because I want to be able to be supportive to you as you're sitting around and reflecting on what's going to make you happy and what's going to work for you. I just want you to win, and I want you to be content. And to me, winning is not having $1 million in the bank, or winning is not having some great, career where where you're really like, famous or something. To me, winning is happiness. So fame might be a part of that. Money might be a part of that. Your relationship might be a part of that. But at the end of the day, the question is, have you found happiness? And do you even know what the fuck that is for you? Do you even know what happiness even looks like for you? A lot of people don't even know what happiness looks like. They look at what it's supposed to be like, and they go after that. And then they're really empty. This really isn't all that great. That are, oh yeah, super millionaire. You're trying to keep yourself. You're making that much money. Well, because identify. So it looks like for you, time to this process, what your purpose is, what and then they want to come and hang out. We'll try to put some stuff in that. For example, finance, sorts of maybe some on ways to save money, make money during the quarantine. Anyway, I'm pretty much gonna head out. What do I think about the census later? This the census. I don't honestly process that heavy in my head. Vaccines, okay. When it comes to vaccines, I just don't take them really. I think some vaccines I'm fine with, but shot like that. So I'm gonna go. I'll just put that